Today's video is brought to you after doing some research on the workings of a human's inner ear. Our bodies are capable of living in an environment where there is movement. However, our bodies are created to always find a stabilization, to find a level, to find a balance. Let's take a look together at how our bodies were created to exist on a flat and motionless plane, specifically how we keep our balance when we are talking about our inner ear. Go over balance. Balance is the ability to maintain the body's center of mass over its base of support. A properly functioning balance system allows humans to see clearly while moving, identify orientation, determine direction and speed of movement, and make automatic postural adjustments to maintain posture and stability in various conditions and activities. Is achieved and maintained by a complex sense of sensory motor control systems that include sensory input from vision, sight, proprioception, touch, and the vestibular system, motion, equilibrium, spatial orientation. Integration of that sensory input and motor output to the eye and body muscles. We don't often think about keeping our balance, but doing it involves the coordination of several different senses. Our muscles alert the brain if weight is suddenly thrown one way or another. Our eyes tell us if the horizon seems to be tilting. And inside our ears, tiny fluid-filled organs called the semicircular canals detect sudden movements of the head as the fluid sloshes one way or another. One way these organs work together is that when the semicircular canal senses that the head is turning rapidly to the left or right, it automatically signals the eyes to move very quickly back and forth. That makes it easier to keep focused on objects that would otherwise be blurred as they went past. Hold that we are spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, that Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour, and that we are orbiting the sun at 70,000 miles per hour on average. How does that not affect our equilibrium? How does that not affect our balance? How does that not affect our inner ear? To begin, I would like to read a definition of centrifugal force. Centrifugal force, an apparent force that acts outward on a body moving around a center, arising from the body's inertia. Newtonian mechanics. The centrifugal force is an inertial force, also called a fictitious or pseudo force, directed away from the axis of rotation that appears to act on all objects when viewed in a rotating frame of reference. Go over the Coriolis effect. In physics, the Coriolis effect or the Coriolis force is an inertial force, also called a fictitious force, that acts on objects that are in motion relative to a rotating reference frame. Taught that the Coriolis effect or the Coriolis force is powerful enough to affect a sniper when he takes his shot, that it's powerful enough to affect a field goal at a football game. But yet we do not feel this, and it does not affect our bodies at all. I find that very strange. Today we are mostly going to focus on the input from the vestibular system.
Deep within each ear, there is a balance system called a labyrinth composed of 3 semicircular canals. These semicircular canals are also connected to the cochlea, which is the organ that allows for hearing. Each semicircular canal is responsible for sensing a particular head direction. Each semicircular canal is filled with fluid, and when displacement of this fluid occurs within the canal, nerve signals are sent to the brain informing which direction the head just turned. The posterior semicircular canal shown here detects when the head tilts down towards the shoulder. The superior semicircular canal detects when the head nods up and down in a yes motion. The lateral semicircular canal detects when the head shakes side to side in a no motion. When a person is
This device is called a 3-axis bubble spirit level. This is used on digital cameras to, of course, keep the camera very level and balanced so you can take a level photo. Our inner ear works very much like this 3-axis bubble spirit level, and that our ears are very sensitive when the fluid in those semicircular canals moves just the slightest bit. We know that we are moving and we know that we are unbalanced. In the same way, we would know very easily if we were on an earth that was moving. Our bodies are literally created to tell us when we are not still and when we are not level. We would know if the earth was spinning. Our inner ear's mechanics were created just perfectly to keep us finding our level and to keep us balanced. Our vestibular system's sensitivity proves that we live on a motionless plane. In conclusion, our vestibular system and the workings of our inner ear literally were created to help find a level. They work like a spirit level. They keep us balanced in this world. Our bodies were created to exist on a motionless plane.